A very good morning and warm welcome, students. Today we are in our day 2 and our topic for today is basic computer skills. That's a hardware and software. It is the base topic for all our advanced and mediate topics, whether we are talking about AI or machine learning or data science. This topic is going to play a big role and making you all self-independent in terms of using the computer, right? So a foundation things which I'm going to explain and guide you with the small tips, I think that is going to help you out a lot, right? So what is the agenda for today? Let me just showcase that. Today, yes, we are going to discuss about the topics like how we are understanding what is computer, the fundamentals of computer, the types of computers and the usage of computer. No doubt, the computer itself is a vast topic. People actually, when you go for in the India itself, many courses are there after we pass out the complete 12th. For the job oriented courses are there on computer. So computer itself is a vast topic to understand, to go through the entire thing. That's why we are touching upon the just tip of the ice. We try to understand what is computer, how it works, the fundamentals. Then the components of computers, which we have to understand what is hardware, what is software, and plus we will try to understand that if there is a hardware, what kind of problems in a computer which is regularly coming on the laptops. Example, you are the user of laptop or computer or desktop. How can you identify which issue is coming from where, how you can identify that, and additionally you have to identify that how these issues are related or how these issues can be resolved. Okay, maybe that in the real world people are doing professions in doing the troubleshooting these computers. There are people who are manufacturers of computers. So one thing we need to understand, just to understand about the keyboard and mouse just for the learning purpose is not good enough, because tomorrow you can understand one thing. with a small topic also, just to understand the computer parts and components. Tomorrow, you can be the manufacturer, you can be the service person who can handle the computer, you can be the troubleshooter of computer, you can be the in your own area, in your own house, in your own community, you can be the troubleshooter of anything which is related to the computer which is coming for you. Only thing is we need to understand from all the angles what is computer, right? So that's what the topic is all about. And once again, good morning everyone who's joined up today. And we'll start with a very quick recap. Yesterday our session was on the basic of digital literacy, why this course is created, how it has been created. And I'm very happy to see some of the project, some of the photos which I have received in terms of how students are maintaining their journal, right? So this is one of the glimpse of it, where they have written on their paper pen and they have created the journals, their own notebook, so that, see, when they reflect back any point of time, they understand the core concept. So this is what we require to have it. Plus the students are joining from the classes all around the country, and students are also joining from the home also. Now, okay, why this image has come up right now? Okay, let me just tell you. Let's say this is a smart kitchen chef. I'll give you one example, which is analogy of computer. So let's understand from this idea that there is in a big restaurant, there is a smart kitchen chef is there, okay, who is there. Now definitely there are people who is going to give him the raw materials which is he's required to cook something, maybe the potatoes, maybe the tomatoes, maybe the green vegetables, or the rice, or any kind of ingredients there. Somebody is there who is supplying to him, right? What exactly he do? He has in his mind, he has already got a recipe. Example, he has to prepare a idli, or he has to prepare any kind of food, okay, dosa, or any kind of like chola bhatura, anything. If they have to prepare it, what he'll do, he will either he will go to the recipe book, or if it is there already in his mind, he has done in the past, he will follow the set of instruction. He will first he will start he will start putting the oil, and then he'll heat it, and then he will put all these items. Ultimately, when he do all those things, like once he cook the final food, that he will provide to the waiters, and waiter is going to serve on the tables, right? Ultimately, what is happening, in case some food is left over or some ingredients are left over in the starting, he will try to store it also in the fridge so that it can be reused whenever it is required to do, right? That's what is happening. Now consider him as a computer. Okay, what are the things he has done? He has taken the input as the ingredient. He has followed the recipe, follow the programs, set of instruction. He produced the output, and he stores the recipe, whatever is leftover, in the memory. Okay, he uses the hardware tools and software. He uses the hardware like tools, which is example. He used the knife. He used the lighter. He used the complete utensil. He used the choppers. These all are the hardwares, and he used the software, that's a recipe book, right? So what exactly he has done? He has got the input, he has processed it, and he has generated the output. The same process is there for the computer. Okay, the computer is not a very new word. It is derived from the Latin words that means computare, which was originally designed for computing. Whenever computer comes in our mind, we think about, okay, it's a laptop, it's a laptop, it's about the desktop which we see in the computer lab. That's only computer. No, computer are the broader concept. If you go through the history of computer, you'll understand the abacus was the first computer, and then it was used for calculating. Then a calculator is also called computer. Even in the if you travel, like if you're travel with your parents in the car or in the bike, you have seen the speedometer. That also is a part of computer. There are many types of computer. In the washing machine, you have seen that automatic washing machine, or the oven in the home. And everything is like whichever has got a computing power is called as computer. But how can we recognize which is of which type? That I'm going to explain you. Okay, but fundamental computer comes from the Latin word which called as a computere, which means to calculate. Okay, and after that the major definition has come up. So if you go to the official definition of computer, the computer is an electronic device that accept data, that's the input. When you sit on the computer, when you go and you have to write your name, okay, on the in front of computer, or you have to in any of the software you have to write your name. So you use the keyboard or you use the mouse to go to navigate to the software, and then you start typing your name. Okay, for example, my name is Prashant Jha. I'll type Prashant Jha as a name. Then what happens? The computer is having the process. If it has to store into some place where the ROM is coming into picture. If you save into the memory, you can save it. But the process which is doing this entire thing is called as a programs, which is already there in the computer, which in detail in the programmings and other things we are going to discuss in detail. But it produces the output, as I told you. And once you understand this diagram, which is must be there in all your textbooks, okay, in the past you must have seen it. So this is the diagram of computer which I showed you. The using some input device, we provide the input to the computer, and using some output device, we gives the result to the outside people. Okay, so keyboard could be the input device. Using this, we provide the input. Mouse could be the input device. Camera, like example, you are able to see me. So for me, the input device is my camera. For you, your output device is your monitor, right? So that's also input device. Then it goes to the computer. It processes my information. It use the software. It uses all those platforms to process the data and then provide you the output in form of you are able to hear me. I'm using the mic as an input, but you are able to hear me as an output, right? A speaker. So these are the components of computer, and I'll just tell you that it is broadly divided into multiple purpose. Okay, multiple purpose, which I can just guide you about what is this purpose all about. But try to understand based on their size, based on their type, based on their purpose of usage and other criteria, these computers are classified so that we can understand the true meaning of computer, right? So okay, I'll just go to this screen to show you something. This is also looks like these all are type of a computer only. Okay, some are, you can see the laptop which you can know, some are desktop, and these big machines are called as servers, right? Servers are there, but I think I'll explain you in detail in the going slides. So let me just tell you about this, how the computers are classified. So if you have seen the previous image, you must have seen that computers are divided into based on their sizes. There are supercomputers, there are mainframe computer, there are mini computer, and there are microcomputer. But where it is exactly used, okay, where we have seen in India. So especially the supercomputers are the computers which is very powerful computer which scientists are using it, especially for maybe for the weather forecasting. Maybe like if I talk about from the India point of view, this is how the supercomputers are looking like, where they have got a multiple processing power. They have got a very good servers, connected server with the right algorithm. And for example, the supercomputers are used by ISRO, right? For forecasting the weather system. For that purpose, the ISRO is using the this for the space simulations and a lot of things, the supercomputer, because in normal computer that much power is not there. Based on the power it is classified. When we talk about the mainframe computer, okay, mainframe computers are used, let's say, by the LIC system, database, Indian Railways, right? So what they do is they are also using a very powerful computers where they can store all our informations. Okay, for example, if you go for ticket booking in the railway counter, or today your parents are going to their banks. If they go to their bank, they go and let's say they do the money deposit there. Maybe they are deposited there 10,000 as a rupees in one of the bank, which is near to their location. It is deposited. Now he's traveling to the other part of the country, maybe from from Kolkata, is traveling to Bengaluru. When he come to the Bengaluru, he has gone to the bank and he has tried to withdraw the money. But how the information has reached, before he reached here, information is reached to him, that to the bank, that is in his account 10,000 is there, which he wants to withdraw it, right? So idea is, these all computers are connected. They all have a central as a database system where datas are getting stored, right? They are the bigger servers. So they are using the mainframe computers. So LIC database system or Indian Railway ticketing system or the banks, you can give the example for that. Now mini computers are basically used in the medium industry for managing their departments. For example, if I talk about the school, college, or anything else, also when we talk about, they also require a system where they can store their central database system. Okay, you can understand with this example of this image. Okay, now let's say this is a regular PC, regular computer in a computer lab, right? Which is used by by the teacher of your school to store about student attendance, right? They have entered the data. It is stored. Where it will store? It will store in the same server, same system. It will store the next time the CPU which is there next to it. But the requirement of the school is, if every teacher is entering the attendance, it should come into the central server. So what happened? Every system is connected to a central server system, which is representing like this, where the data are stored. Okay, so through network, they all use a common application. The application has got a internal database linked here. So example, this is your regular computer. From there, through some LAN cable or connection, this system is there. If there is application of attendance is installed in this computer, or in case of multiple computers, the computer 2 or computer 3, computer 4, every computer has got the similar application. If that application is used by the school to enter the attendance of the students, every things are connected to the main database system, so the data are stored here. Same concept goes as you understand the bigger picture. When you store the information, same way it will work out for the cloud server also. So people who has actually keep the database on the cloud means on the online system, on the internet, when they keep the data, what they do is they have got a central server on the internet which has got some application. Let's say, I'm just giving example of, let's say, WhatsApp as application. So in the WhatsApp, whatever chats we are doing, whatever things we are doing, or in the Facebook, whatever things we are doing, it has, the application is connected to a server. Now these applications are going into the multiples. The people are using the copy of this application into multiple device, whether it's a mobile phone or in the laptop. When they store the information, automatically it is all going to the main server where the informations are stored. So this is one of the example which I was trying to tell you, that how based on the size the computers are been there. And microcomputer are basically your desktop, your laptop, your tablets, or the smartphones where you're using, they are called as a microcomputer. Now based on types, again it is analog computer and digital computer. Analog computer like a speedometer, I told you the example, thermometer, these all are also called, and based on type they are called as it analog, because before the electronic computers has come into picture, these all computers were used to calculate. Okay, still today the hybrid computers are in the big picture, because what is happening, the analog has got its own, because depending on the environment it works. Digital computer is also there, and there is a hybrid computer is there, which is like ECG machines in the hospitals. They have a hybrid computers, right, which has depending on analog system as well as digital system. So that's the thing. Likewise, the embedded systems are there, which is we can talk example of the smart TVs. There is small chips which is there inside it, washing machine, ATM machines, GPS system. These all are the embedded system, where embedded system is basically used for a specific purpose. You cannot reprogram it. For example, if in your washing machine or in washing machine a small chip is there, which is basically doing the purpose of cleaning the cloth. You cannot remove the chip and you can make them do multiple things, the other things, for example, to print a file or to store a data. You cannot do that, right? It is made, embedded system is made for a special purpose. Same way, when we talk about the regular computers, it is for multiple purpose. It has been used for creating for the multiple purpose. That's why the embedded systems and analog computers and other things are important for us to understand. What you can do is, to understand it in much better way, I wanted you to draw a diagram of computer today, and you must, in your paper, you must mention about the different components of computer. Okay, so so which all is the input device, which all is the output device, and you must, if you can go little level up, you can also demonstrate what is hardware and what is software, right? And now question comes, in the computer we discuss about input device, output device and all those things, but what is hardware, what is software? So anything which you can touch, that is called as a hardware in a computer, as a computer components which you can touch, it's called as a hardware. Anything which is coming in the software format which you cannot touch it, right? So they all are called as a software. So even the sensors and everything is called as a hardware component, but software component is the programs which is written behind the scene, right? They are the software components. So in this example, when you have seen that in a computer, when you see the parts of the computer, okay, when you see the part of the computer, when you understand about in the computer, there is a lot of things are there. Like if your mobile phone, also in your mobile phone which you're using, it is also mobile phone, right? So there also you have got a hardware and software. The screen is definitely a hardware, the complete body is a hardware. Inside it there is a RAM which is providing the processing power to the computer. RAM is there, that is also hardware. Processor is a hardware. SIM cards is a hardware, right? Then you have got this memory card. Operating system is not a hardware. Camera is there, right? So these all things are components which you can define it, the batteries and everything. So you have to go little advanced level to understand and create a diagram which should have not only demonstrating what is input device, output device, but also it should demonstrate what is hardware and what is software, right? So that's how this computers are to be done. I hope till now you must have understood that what is the different types of computer which is available, based on the types, based on the purpose, and based on the size, right? So although computer concept is same, they all are used for the computing purpose. So that's the one thing. So you can start doing the space for doing this diagram. Meantime, I'll just change the screen. You can draw this particular diagram. Great. So now at this point, let me just go forward from this. Now these are the examples of having the hardware which you can see, which is the component of the computer, which you can understand. You can actually fix it out, whether it is we talk about the keyboard or we talk about the external mic. These all are the hardware components. Now these all components are making a computer. Without hardware we cannot think about the computer, okay? Or without software we cannot think of the about the computer. So these all, both things are the two hands of computer, the hardware and software. Now because of this only hardware and software, there are some kind of technical problems also comes on the computer side, okay, which you need to understand. So example, tomorrow when you're using a laptop or when you're doing things, you may face some kind of challenges in operating it, because ultimately it's an electronic device and you may face some kind of challenges. Now, how to understand what challenges we are facing, and is it because of my hardware or is it because my software? Okay, that need to be understand. So for example, when we use laptop, okay, the laptop, when we're using it, first thing is laptop has to be placed on a very flat surface, and we cannot use on the couch, we cannot use on the beds, because there is a fan which is making the laptop cool, and desktop also you have got that kind of fan. But if there is a blockage in the passing the air and all those things, it will start heating up. Okay, so when you face the laptop has got a overheating issue, okay, this is the example of overheating issue, the laptop is started heating up. So it can lead to the overheating, because and some kind of challenges, problems are coming up when there is overheating, that suddenly your computers get shut down. Okay, the fans are running in the very high speed, not as a usual speed. You can find that excessive heat is coming from the caching, and there is a like performance is also degraded. If these challenges you are getting it, understand one thing, the laptop is getting heat, and there could be the possible challenges only with the fan which is there in the laptop. Because of that reason it is not happening. Maybe the dust has built up on the computer. Okay, that could be the one of the main reason for doing this. Now when we see that this kind of message on the screen, that your PC, the blue color screen, your PC ran into program, need to be restart, we are just collecting some error information, and then we will restart you 20% completed. When you get this kind of things, there is a signal that your hard disk has got a big problem. That means hard disk is what? That stores the memory, whatever files, whatever the videos, whatever the content you are creating on the computer, you are storing it somewhere, right? That's a hard disk for you. So it includes unusual noise, and it creates a frequent error. These all things are coming, that means there is a memory issue in the computer, right? So it gives you this hard disk error kind of messages on the screen. When you get this kind of screen on your computer, this could be the issue with the graphic cards. That means the graphic which is there on the computer, there is some problem in the graphic card, because graphic card responsibility is to give you the right pixel quality, clarity and everything. That's what is happening. Then this kind of issue which is coming on your screen could be the power issue, the battery is not charging up, or battery has got some possible issue when you are charging up. So hence this is one thing which has to be understood, that okay, it is related to something related to the battery, right? Now if your touchpad, like example you're using mouse, the touchpad is not working, that also could be the issue with the touchpads. And see, maximum hardware issues can be resolved with some kind of updates in the system, or if we give a compatible files on a computer to install it, that resolve lot of the problems. For example, if touchpad is not working, now touchpad, if you see in the mouse pad which is there on your laptops, it is cannot be like just a hardware which can be plugged on the computer, right, and it will start working. No, there should be some kind of programs which could be written so that this touchpad could be compatible with that computer. There should be some program somebody has written, right? Now due to some reason, if that program is not compatible with the computer, it is giving a lot of error, or maybe sometimes when Windows are upgrading or new operating systems are coming, maybe that is not supporting that, it can create a problem. So it's our responsibility to understand where the programs are there and how we can do the updating of that programs as per the latest operating system. So all those things will be part of the things, and these all can be done by self, right? We all can do it. So in the future courses, you will understand about how we are going to resolve it. I'm pretty sure that most of you must be knowing about how to update the drivers and all those things. right? Now, what is the solution for all those things? That's the problems which is computers hardware is giving us. Solution is, if there is a faulty hardware, definitely it demands for the replacement. But if it is repairable, it is something which can be fixed by the engineers who has designed it, who has developed it, or the local technician. They can do the repairing of it. Maybe sometimes water spills into it. They can clean it. They can make it heated. Or they can do some kind of methods which can help you in repairing process. Okay, whether it's a mobile or laptop, anything. Third area which we can try to do it is like updating the software which makes the hardware compatible with the computer. So these are the three solutions which is normally available with us. And students, I'm giving you one small update that today I'm talking about in IT industry. Okay, whether it is related to any company, whether we talk about Samsung, which is making many things, mobile phones, they make it, the washing machine, they make the fridge. These all the hardware components and software, they make it. But if some problems are happen to that device, where would people go? People call up the customer care, right? And customer care, what they do? They try to, over the phone, they try to solve it, or they call the machines in their local centers. There they put the technicians who can solve it, right? If we talk about the renowned application like Apple devices, also, when they get into problem, we contact the Apple service center, we contact the people who they have some step-by-step method of solving the issues. Okay, if one person cannot solve it, they are called as a level 1 person. Okay, they are the entry level engineers. They try to solve with some step-by-step instruction. They'll say, okay, can you restart your device? Can you press 5 times the power button? Can you do the caps lock button clicking? Can you remove the battery and do it? They try to do the first level of support with you, and sometimes that solves the problem. But in many situations, that doesn't solve the problem. That time what happens? The issue risk escalates to the level 2 engineers. They are also the people who can solve it. So in IT industry, there are people, there are jobs today, which is only depends on how best you know about the computer components and how best you can resolve the issues. See, something which is manufacturing issues, we understand people, we have to go to the computer. But apart from manufacturing industries issues, maximum things, if it is not under the warranty period, we can also do the resolution easily, because there is a guidance, the system is giving us a lot of solution, and we can understand that. The same thing is the professions also they're doing. So some professions, if you go to the internet today and find out, just for the research purpose, I'm giving you an activity to do it. You can go to the internet and find out hardware engineer jobs, okay, or IT hardware engineer jobs. That way you can search for. You can get lot of companies there, right? You can get all the companies who deals with the hardware and software, whether it is Acer, whether it is Samsung, whether it is a Microsoft Surface, whether we talk about HP, Dell, everybody. And all these companies has always, there is an opening, always job openings are available for the hardware engineers. They go through the process of interviews. They demonstrate their skills in hardware. They must have gone through some kind of trainings, and when they get into the job, they work with HP or HCL or any other company. And if they join as a support engineer, their work is to resolve the issues. Okay, you must go and research about them and try to find out that what kind of skills is required for getting the job in as a hardware engineer. Okay, trust me, when you see the job roles and responsibility, you will find out, okay, what I'm studying today is somewhere connected to my job. Okay, I'm not emphasizing on the job which is there or with the HP or any other company. The intent of telling you this thing is, see, whatever we are learning, if we learn from the understanding level, tomorrow it is not helping you to just go ahead and do the job. You are ready for the skill with the job, but also you can support your community. When I'm saying community, when you know you can help your family, your member, your neighbors, your school team, your anybody, when you know about this process, right? Even if your interest levels up, you wanted to, because see, India has got one thing is, India has very less in manufacturing industry. India is more as a service industry concept. But now with the startup India concept and lot of things, lot of computers are getting manufactured in make in India concept, but it was not there earlier. Earlier we used to import lot of things. So if we understand such things, even a small part of the computer, if we start creating it, we are creating a new jobs for the people. We are creating our own products. So idea is understanding computer hardwares plays a big role. Okay, so just do little research and find out in this field. Same goes to the computer software. Okay, and the computer software, what are the types of computer software? There are two types of computer software. One is the system software, one is the application software. System software is the software which we normally we cannot use for normal regular purpose usage. Example, system softwares are installed by the companies by default on the computers. Okay, these are done on the very high level machine level languages and assembly languages. So what they do it, they have the applications like operating system. When you have heard about operating system, whether it's Android, whether it's iOS, whether we talk about Windows, whether we talk about Linux, these all are the operating system which is developed by the companies, and they give it for us to use it. That's operating system. BIOS is also a computer program which is installed on the computer hardware. Even if your computer don't have operating system, but still BIOS will open up, which gives you the option to set up your dates, time, and set up your languages. A lot of things are there, which is a part which is installed on your ROM hardware of the computer, where when some computer wakes up, or when you turn on the computer or mobile phone, when you don't have operating system also, still you can go and troubleshoot the many things with the help of BIOS. Drivers, every hardware which you plug, they have got a drivers, assembler, compiler, loader. These all are the system software, right? And application software which you basically use, which you can install, which is for the user interface, and you can use this application software to complete your day-to-day work. Whether you work on you play a game, you work on any designing software, you create any videos, you do any programs. These all are the application software which is designed for the user use, right? End user purpose. Now there are some issues which is again coming from the some issues are there which is normally from the software side also, which we need to understand. Okay, because we should not get confused. Okay, this is the hardware issue or this is software issue. So example, the laptop is becoming a very slow. Okay, maybe the operating system is not updated. That could be the one of the reason for the laptop becoming slow. Okay, and the devices, they have got the system has got a virus. Too many applications are running on the background. Okay, the system is getting locked. Okay, and even if the storage is there in the computer, but still it is not asking you to give a space. So these all things are coming under the software issues, which today there is a self troubleshooter is there, which is helping us in troubleshooting the issues. For example, if I show right now to all of you, maximum things are there. For example, if I stop sharing and reshare my screen, that may solve you. Okay, so if I just try to show you this one in my computer, if I go to troubleshooting, right, this is troubleshooting settings are there in every computer today. Mobile phones also has got troubleshooting settings, and if some problem is there in audio, that means the speaker is not working, internet is not working, printer is not working, Bluetooth is not working, camera is not working, or something like that, there is a self troubleshooter available. You don't have to go to anyone. You just have to click on run button and it will automatically try to resolve. It can update the software, it can do everything which is required, and it will take you to the step-by-step process. Only thing you should know that how you can solve the problem related to the softwares. Okay, even the computers are running slow, so we just have to go to the startup applications. That is also there in the computer, startup applications, which all applications we don't want when the computer loads up. So we can click on off. So when computers turn on, these all applications will not run. Sometimes computer takes a lot of time to turn on, right? If you understand, okay, it may be because of some of the startup applications is there in the computer, we can try to turn off it or turn on it, right? So this all applications I can do it like this, and then next time only which is allowed application will automatically turn on when I turn on the laptop. So apart from that, in the computer, when we go to the task manager of the computer, it has got lot of options which can checks the controls, the CPU, memory, disk, and lot of things. Okay, so these are things which is available with us and which we need to understand when it is we are trying to understand about the computer as a computer hardware or software issues. So you don't have to worry about how to do this, how to understand this, because idea is what we really wanted you to understand. There is a solution available for everything. Okay, and we can also, if we want it, we can also solve many problem and we can become a self-independent user. But when the laptops will be in the hand of the user, when we go into the level 2 training, that time we can definitely show you that how you can one by one you can do the troubleshooting of everything. That means you are the real owner of your devices, right? That we can guide you. But right now, understand, it is the solutions are there, whether it's a hardware, software, it is identifiable and it is solvable. Today the AI is there. AI can really help you out in understanding this all things. You just have to give a prompt. That means my laptop is doing this, what could be the problem? It will definitely give you the hint of it, right? And in the IT industry, there are a lot of jobs available which is only related to the solving the software related issues. So when we talk about the software companies who provide the softwares, we talk about whether it's a WhatsApp, Facebook, any gaming software you're using, Microsoft software you're using, they all have deployed IT engineers. If your system is crashing or application is crashing, we try to contact them and give the solution for it. What they do, they follow the some step-by-step process, and there is a level 1 support, level 2 support, level 3 support. People are there who can solve it, right? So you can go to the IT engineer job also and find out what exactly they do. Who are from the support specialist point of view. See, why we are trying to tell you, because if you know about this all things, as I told you, 70% of jobs you will have is not existing today. But if we start focusing on the small things from today and try to understand, because tomorrow you are going to user of devices. So if you know about these things, it will be a great thing to understand, to support yourself, to support your society, right? Now, I think you must be getting the answer, like what is CPU? Is it monitor? Is it the brain of computer? Is the keyboard or mouse? What does the monitor do? Monitor, what does it do? Is it processing the instruction? Is it displaying the information? And there is a question comes always like whether the screen is the input device or output device, right? So if it is a touch screen, definitely it is the input device. If it is not a touch screen, it will be like output device for you, right? So that kind of things are there, which is going to be explained you. Now you can in the activity today will be definitely you have to create a good diagram of computer, showcasing which is input device, which is output device, what is hardware, what is software. Try to include maximum things in your diagram so that you can understand how the RAM look like, how to, like separately you can draw a diagram which can demonstrate each and everything. So that's it for today, and tomorrow we are going to talk in detail about internet. Okay, how internet comes to your mobile phone or to your classroom, to your device, to your home, and how to understand the complete working of internet. It is a very important topic, right? So as I again telling you, digital literacy is not about using the technology, it is about understanding the core concept of it. With that, students, I'll leave today. Thank you so much. Tomorrow 9 a.m. we'll meet up with the new topic. Thank you.